Hey guys, welcome back to Geek Power Toy Reviews, and in today's video we will be taking a look at the LEGO Nexo Knight Set 70362 Battlesuit Clay. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. First, starting off with the packaging, we have a very unique box style for the Battlesuit Clay buildable action figure. We've got the LEGO Nexo Knights logo at the top left hand corner, a full image displaying the battlesuit in the set. We've got Clay's name tag on the right. Down the bottom we've got the indication that this set is for 7 to 14-year-olds, the set number 70362, and the name of the set, Battlesuit Clay. Down the bottom we've also got the 5 Nexo powers included in the set, and an image of the mobile app game that you can use the Nexo powers inside. And then finally, in the bottom right hand corner, we've got a full image of the Clay Morington Lego minifigure in his Knighton fatigues outfit. On the back of the packaging, we see how you can insert your Lego minifigure into the battlesuit and the full step process including the LEGO Nexo Knight powers into the mobile app game. With all that being said, we can now take a look at the set inside. And here is the Clay Morington minifigure inside his battlesuit. He comes with the 3 Nexo Knight powers on the large shield piece, as you can see, and the 2 spare Nexo Knight powers down by his feet. His weapon is his brick-built battle sword, using a wonderful single piece for the blade of that power sword. But before we go any further, let me give you a up-close and detailed look at the Clay Morington minifigure inside. And here is our Knighton Clay Morington minifigure in his Knighton fatigues outfit. He still comes with his standard helmet piece and metal visor, which can be raised and lowered when needed. When you raise the visor, you can just about see the face print inside, but I'll just remove the helmet to give you a better look. And with the helmet removed, you can get a closer look at the confident, smiling Clay Morington face print. He's got nice, thick eyebrows, piercing eyes, and then a couple lines between the brow and under the eyes and the chin to give added detail. I believe those lines are done in a soft orange to add emphasis and detail. On the back of the head sculpt, we've got a more angrier, grimacing look with angled eyebrows looking down and very angry eyes. We've got more of those soft orange paint details to show the emotion, and I believe the print might be a little bit crooked on mine, but it still gives a great example of the minifigure's emotion. And I'll just rotate that head round. And then I'll pop the helmet back on. So with the helmet back on and the visor up, That really helps frame the facial expression a lot better, especially when he's in battle. Removing the helmet piece and putting the original face scan back on, just to give you a fully unobstructed look at the rest of the details. The arms are done in a dark blue plastic, the hands are done in black plastic. There's no side, arm or leg printing, but who needs it when you've got an incredible print design on the torso? The torso is molded in a standard blue plastic, but the contrast of the spring yellow and the orange, along with the hawk design, the falcon design as the main emblem, really stands out, especially against the varied colours of blue used elsewhere on the torso. You've got, for the main centre torso detailing, it's backed with a dark blue colour paint, and then has almost a medium azure colour for the accented details. That follows on onto the standard blue colour on the sides of the torso here, just to give you more added details, maybe of muscular definition, since the V shape here looks a lot like the beginnings of the abdominals maybe. Those intricate printed details follow on to the simulated belt on the lower part of the torso with a dark blue backing. I believe there's also a black line running across the top. And then you've got that medium azure along the belt piece. Going into the hips, it's molded in a standard blue plastic with medium azure detailings on the left and right side, dark blue in the beginning of the loincloth, and then the medium azure detailings on the side. As we go into the standard blue molded legs, we've got a dark blue loincloth piece continuing on with some black lines signifying the wrinkles, and then more of that medium azure paint job to give more of that detailing feel. As we turn it around to the back of the minifigure, we see a continuation of that dark blue piece running down the center of the torso, possibly to signify the tunic, with more of that medium azure color to accentuate the details and accent certain areas. We see along the bottom another continuation of the belt piece with more azure detailing, and then roughly a similar design along the left and right side for the azure on standard blue plastic. Then as we go into the hips and the legs, they are completely unprinted. And with the helmet back on, that's the minifigure completely reviewed. Now let's move on to the mech itself. Before I show you how to put the minifigure into the mech, I just want to give you a full overview of the basic details, which is why I've also removed all the accessories, both offensive and defensive, from the battlesuit. So starting off with the center, we have that gorgeous falcon design logo that we saw on Clay Morington's chest on his torso. This is a completely 100% printed Lego piece. There's 0 stickers included across the set, which is fantastic, especially for younger builders. As we go across to the battlesuit's left shoulder, on the pauldron we see that neon reddish orange square base pyramid piece that fits on a 1x1 stud. That's followed by an angular curved piece to add more definition to the shoulder, followed by the medium azure studs and undercurve piece. The main articulation point for the shoulder pauldron is at the shoulder here and below at the elbow/wrist. That's achieved by attaching these bionicle pieces to this Technic piece here and the Technic brick piece. Then we have these comically large bionicle fist pieces in a medium silver. And then the way we attach the offensive and defensive accessories is by the Technic pin / Technic axle piece in blue. And then as we go along to the right hand side of the mech, the shoulder pauldron is constructed in exactly the same way. Along with the connection point to the hand. And the way you connect the offensive or defensive weapon accessory to the hand. As we go back to the center of the battlesuit, we've got waist articulation in form of a Technic pin connecting the underside of the cockpit to the waist and hip section. The hip articulation is achieved by a ball joint in the hip, which is a singular piece going down the dark bluish grey section down to the knees/ankles, and then they're packed out and given more detail and depth with the 1x2 medium azure Lego plate and then the 1x1 square Lego stud and cheese slope. And then as we go down to the knees/ankles, they too are also attached by the ball joint, and then these big boots are perfect for kicking ash attackers or rock warriors. The articulation is as follows. You've got full 360 degrees rotation at the shoulder, as well as butterfly joint articulation at the elbow/wrist. You can move the hands up, down, and then side to side, and you can rotate as well. The hip articulation can do a full 360 degrees of rotation. The hips allow you to kick out this far and back this far, giving you 180 degrees of rotation, not to mention the ability to kick out and rotate. Then with the knees/ankles, you can hinge forward and back 180 degrees and ankle pivot left and right. And with all the articulation points being shared across the shoulders, across the arms and legs, I'll now show you how to attach your Clay Morington minifigure to the mech. It's nice and simple. All you have to do is rotate the front armor piece down like so. Then take your Clay Morington minifigure and you put them in a seated position, which is nice and easy. Just raise the arms up, not the helmet piece. Put the legs in a 90-degree position and then put the hands back down like so they're touching the corners of the feet. And then you simply sit them down in the studded area there. Then all you have to do is raise the armor piece back up. Maybe if you lean the minifigure back. And then there you go, he's fully secure. He's not going to fall out and there's no gaps around the front or back. And then the back, of course, the back of the battle suit gives you the ability to attach any of the power-up armor pieces from any of the LEGO Nexo Knight sets from Season 2 onto the back. And that's done by a ratcheted joint just here in orange. And then to show you the accessories, Clay's first accessory and my favourite is this brick-built power sword. It's got so many great moulded details just in this one piece. Like down the centre section, you can see all those hexagonal pieces, moulded details in the rough section here. Then you got the larger ones along the centre, followed by the blade, and that's matching on both sides. It's fully moulded 360 degrees, and it's attached by a 1x2 Lego brick piece attached to the mould. As we get down to the hilt, you got the two hand guards in medium azure and dark blue Lego pieces. We've got another one of those fantastic square-based pyramid pieces in neon orange, the same colour that the wonderful power sword blade is moulded in. And then as we look down at the bottom, that's where you'll put your Technic pin piece to attach it to the battle suit. And as you look down the middle, you can see more of that neon orange, which really makes it glow. And then on the back of the hilt, we've got a medium silver round stud piece and a dark blue Lego 1x2 stud plate. And then the way we attach it to the battle suit is nice and easy. Like I said, we just attach that Technic brick piece to the Technic pin, just like so. Then you rotate the assembly up, and I like to put the front of the hilt up at the center just to give it more visual detail. And then the last accessory for the battle suit is this, the Nexo Knight power shield piece. It allows you to fit 3 Nexo Knight powers on the front. My favourite is probably the sword piece. It just fits in so well with Clay Morington's signature weapon. And I love the detailing. It's printed on a standard translucent blue plastic, and it just looks beautiful. The next power up looks to be a knight's helmet with a white power blast from underneath. It's moulded on a standard red translucent plastic. And then finally, this beautiful black dragon on a green background with a white diamond in the center and a dark green pixelated detail around the edge. It's printed on a lime green translucent plastic. And then this tri-powered Nexo Knight shield is all moulded in one piece in grey. And then on the back, you can see the anti-studs, the areas for clips to be attached to with the standardized bar piece. And then we've got one Technic piece in black here, the Technic hole, and then the Technic pin goes into this main section on the back here. And we attach that nice and easy by putting it on the blue pin piece here. And then when you hinge the hand up, you now have your full Clay Morington battle suit ready for action. And then just before we move on to the spare Nexo Knight power pieces, I just want to see if we could achieve a He-Man style power sword pose, since the power sword is such a significant part and a signature weapon of Clay Morington. So here he is holding the sword up in a straight forward position, almost like he's saying, "By the power of Grayskull." And then in this position, we have him holding both ends of the sword, almost as if he's saying, "I have the power." Or, with it being Nexo Knights, let's say, "I have the Nexo power." And lastly, to round out the review, I thought I'd show you the two remaining Nexo Knight power pieces included in the set. So the one on the left hand side looks to be some sort of burning sledgehammer power piece. It's got a gorgeous orange flame detailing layered with orange and red paint. Then around the edge we've got a beautiful purple pixelated detail, and all the printing is done on a translucent yellow plastic piece. And then the one on the right looks to be some type of chicken power, with the golden yellow chicken in the center, a couple of black detailing lines to accentuate the character, and then we've got a medium dark nougat pixelated detail around the edge, and all the printing is done on a clear Lego plastic. Now that we've covered all aspects of the set, I think it's clear to say that I really enjoyed reviewing this Lego Battlesuit set, from all the articulation possibilities to the unique pieces, not only moulded but in its colour It truly is a fantastic set and a great entry point into the Nexo Knights theme. My only criticism with the set is the fact that even though it does come with the incredible brick-built power sword, which I do truly love, it is missing the standard power sword that we know Clay Morington to wield. Now, bear in mind this set was released in 2017 on January 1st, and if it was released today alongside the other Marvel mechs that we've had recently, and even the Star Wars mechs, we definitely would see it with not just the standard accessory included, but a place to store it and possibly a hairpiece for the minifigure when the helmet is not in use. But if we go back to the 2017 January 1st mindset, it's almost perfect. I think being able to achieve what they're able to achieve with the price point that they were given, it's very commendable. There's not too many pieces included, and the build isn't too intrusive. It all went together quite nice and quickly and simply, and you can see the build on the channel in the previous episodes on the channel page. Overall, I think this is a fantastic, fun toy. Because at the end of the day, that's what Lego is, a toy. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give it a like. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch the video. And if you're a new viewer, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, because each and every one of you that does gets us that one little bit closer to achieving our goal of not just doing this full time, but for doing it for a living. Until then, I will see you next time, and I hope you have a geektacular time. See you soon.